Second. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the bacteria creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into something. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life with the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Casper. That's darling. That's cool. So, I will be gathering these random bits just as I play the game, I suppose. It's a round. Wonder if that means it would make this area easier.
So sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Damn. Might not want to get into that shit. Getting some extra mold kills doing this.
Those people?
She's got things to say now. Shit hurts, damn. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do this right now. I don't know, man. Shit tracks me too. Fuck. Maybe I'm not ready for this zone. I'm not sure, man. Oh my god. Wow, dude. Okay, so I have that quest active. I guess I could just go about my business and collect those molds as I go. Come back here later if it helps. Maybe she'll give me some kind of defense buff against them. Yeesh. They did warn me not to go down there. Alright. Let's get back to this and then just go as we will and assume it will complete itself. Sniper snipes, without being sniped. Can we afford the Pierce? We can. Let's get it. Let's give this an upgrade. Entropic Echo. To get to the next level. Fairly cheap to make. So, let's hook up with this Pierce. Let's see what we got here. Damage while aiming. Damage while aiming. Armor damage. Rate of fire. Zoom. Let's do damage while aiming. Let's see where we have to go. I have no apparent direction here. Maybe I gotta go across there. Executive, that's our main zone. Then all through here. Ritual division. There you go. Let's try. Shit. That's kind of cool. Certainly looks cool. Can I jump down? Not safely. I would probably just die, and that would be lame. Yeah, these elevators don't exactly go up and down, do they? Oh, the maps need layers, yo. Up we go. Where'd that bro go? Darling's office. Alright. What are you worried about?
Constantly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Well, this is definitely new. Ashtray. I was gonna say astral maze, but it's ashtray maze. Alrighty then. Gonna be some mind games in here, I'm seeing. Gotta love the Lost Woods, right? I'll take that. Bruh. But I wanna go that way. What? Definitely the Lost Woods. Can't really tell what's triggering what here. want to go to there. Being fast is not. Any help here?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Oh, bye table. What do I gotta do to get this one to stay open? Nope. Well, I am thoroughly at a loss here. This certainly seems to be the way to go, but it's the only way in here. There's one clear way forward, but seem to have any control over this. you, or... Damn it. This gets me to here. Blocks me. Just keeps taking me through this loop over and over and over. No indication given of what the hell I'm supposed to do to get it to open the other way. Can I go backwards? Now that it's open all the way around. Huh? Why? It wouldn't let me back through. Oh, you son of a bitch. And it always closes behind me here. There's nowhere else for me to go. I have to walk through here. Can't warp through it. I don't want to look it up, but you know, there's no surprising the door. There's gotta be a mechanic here, but the game is not telling me what it is. Alright. There usually comes a time in most games where they just forget to tell you how to do it the right way, or you miss something. Well, the answer is I'm not allowed to do this yet. So I spent a bunch of time doing nothing. That's awesome. So where the hell am I supposed to go now? Alright, containment panopticon. I swear I was a better shot than this before. Did I kill it? Where the hell did it go? What a barrel of fun. Alright. It's definitely something I don't like in games is when they give you a puzzle that you can't complete and don't give you any indication that you can't complete it. Other than things just not working the way you would expect them to. It's bad communication. But, onward.
Notice followed you in, right? All these references to Hedron?
See if Emily has anything to say before we pop out of here.
Hi.
Nope.
I should get back to my work.
Yeah, you should. Click that. Sure, who cares? Where is the Panopticon? Executive. Have I not been there yet? Huh.
You heard, right? She's the new director.
Could have sworn, but that's what I get for taking a few days off, huh? How dare I have a life? Maybe we'll get something done before I stop playing tonight.
Containment sector.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items, We've found many. They appeared mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Well, that's encouraging.
Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Float and explode. That's awesome. Loving that. Whoa. And ducking in and out of cover, you dicks. Calm down. Okay, back on track. Whoa. He explode. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the board's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who can and cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally active than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder that they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have some number of altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. So there's a lot more of these doohickeys. Damn, why is it yellow? Does that mean something may or may not spawn in this area? Because red means they definitely will. Remote thought. Cool. It's probably going to the same place. Where were those stairs? What do we got up here? Something? Anything?
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
I think it told me my mods are full. Well, not quite. 2 new thingies. Alrighty. These doors go to the same place for now. Nom nom nom. Logistics. Ah, neat. Oh, that guy.
Someone needs help over there.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Sounds like there's a man down.
I'm collecting. Give me a minute. For some time now, there has been a steady increase in the annual number of Oz that the Bureau responds to. Between 2010 and 2015, we responded to some Oz. For comparison, note that we only responded to a few between 1995 and 2005. Is this rise a result of something, improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply coincidence? We cannot say for sure, which is why the proposal for a task force to be created within the hierarchy of the investigation sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes Oz rather than just containing them. Where you at, pal? Man, it's tough to keep a mental map of this place. So windy. Why do you got this stuff boxed up anyway? Doesn't seem like a bad idea to anybody, huh? Just me? Alright. Is this the stairs I just took or didn't take? Oh my god. Where the hell am I? Who the hell am I? Why the hell am I? Huh. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes some effect. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store when the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update. Detailed records of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were re-performed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. So I'm going to get another power here in a minute. That's fun. I feel like that's not the sound that chairs make. But who am I to talk? Hey.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
I don't want to go into the clocks. Guess it's happening. Maybe I'll find some mold or whatever while I'm in there. Yeah. I don't know. What is that? 435. Can't really carefully time that. $7.20. No, I missed it. Yeah. I can't. There's no precision here. Damn it. sounds promising. Yoink. Well, here I
This
am.
Wells guy can't be far.
Yeah, I'll show you creepy noises.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
Wow. That's a couple of clocks. That's for sure. Mine. Y'all are out of your mind doing this shit. There he is. Okay, found him. Whoa! Clearance level 9.
Shit.
Hey, bro. Knocking your shit over.
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it clear.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood. Let's go.
Escort mission. Oh, you have clearance level 9. Fair enough.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Is this actually going to be something, or what? What are you doing there, pal? Alrighty then. I'm sure that meant something to someone. I do hope this is not a true escort mission where he can just die.
Let me see.
It's not showing me a health for him, so he's probably okay. So many clocks. Way around, you say. Came from this way. Climb the clocks.
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anecdote, yeah. Life said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing had, I've never seen anything like it.
Everybody says that. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona after Communications Department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. So am I getting kind of a stasis ability?
Thanks.
If
That's
I'm
all
actually getting the thing? Sorry about your bros, bro. Oh shit, can I grab him? Fine. Have a clock. Would you look at the time? Shit. It's pain time. That's what time it is. Surprise, motherfucker! Alright. There are indeed a few clocks in here. Alright, let's clear some mods. Let's get rid of level 1s, I guess. Level 2s. Wow, C-speed plus 62%. That's pretty great. Do the same for weapons while we're here. Cool. Just spare footage. That's great. Yeah, at least it's honest. Mind if I do? What do we got over here? It's gotta be something, right? Yeah. Can you tell us why you left the building that day? Oops. I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. No, I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left, had his crayons out, happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Lots of bricks fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident? Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse, anyhow? All valid questions. Clocks!
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a patrol. We got out, but Hiss was waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
Cool, bro.
That was brave of you.
Thanks for telling me.
I'm the medic. It's my job.
Ain't no mold here. What was the point of coming in here? Okay, cool. Thank you. What? Oh, weapon upgrades. I just need house memories. Crap, man. I could have done this a long time ago, right? Maybe not. Still. Need me some house memories. 3 of them, right? Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do! Seems like I'm getting a lot of these higher level materials and not a lot of the low level ones anymore. I only had one house
We're
memory,
almost
but
out of the threshold.
maybe I burned them on that mod upgrade thing. It's possible. Traffic echo. Move away. Definitely want a grip upgrade whenever I can get it. Oh, shit. Give me 3 house memories. Blarg. Damn, dude, wait for me.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
The item was last owned by Madame Someone, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to somewhere in Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in somewhere in Maine. After her death caused by something or other, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. So I keep learning about these things, but I haven't gotten any of them yet. Valves at the control point. You hear it, bro?
Let's go.
Oh. I guess he just goes there and waits in case you end up leaving for some reason. Fair enough.
Hold on. Something's wrong.
Yep.
Shit.
He's turned.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no. You his motherfuckers took it!
Help me out, bro.
I should talk to Wells.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. The guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Ooh, ability points. Well, I could just warp back there, huh? Okay. Oh. Well, maybe I'll wait out that final ability point. So, oh, I went to this one. Well, Derpathon, oh well, I'll hoof it. Damn it. My soul is mine. Yeah, cool. Haha, I can accelerate their death. Cool. So I can get their goodies. Uh-huh. Nobody's
This
spotted
is the
me.
safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
There's more room back here, huh? You don't like that? Threshold with effect of something manifested in the containment sector in the middle of a department. Simultaneously, numerous other things appeared in the area, injuring and killing many of us. After rescue operations were completed and something, rangers were sent in to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of clocks made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of, I don't know, something as something when introduced more stable something. Ah, redaction.
Great. More clocks.
We hates it, precious. Damn. Wow. Can I even? I was right there. I hit the wall and everything. I guess guess I'll try again. Come on, let's go. Oh, I gotta run through here again. Rude. I'm probably gonna have to fight again, too. Even a bigger fight than last time.
This is a safe room. The one with the altered item inside.
Those things kill themselves when we have nobody left. Nope.
Great. More clocks.
Yeah. Is this even possible for me right now? It really seemed like it was. Oh, God, grab it! God damn it. Maybe I'm not allowed to yet. I don't know. There's gotta be a double jump or something coming. But I think I will let this load back to the point and then call it a night. Alright, folks. We'll see you next time.